Jesus. I just made the biggest mistake of my life. So, me and my Discord thought it would be an amazing idea for me to play through Dead Island 2 with only my fists and the Masochist difficulty card equipped. That means no weapons including brass knuckles. I'm letting myself kick, though I don't do it much, and any curveballs that don't do damage I can use. That means like the bait bomb or the wooder bomb. This was all streamed on my Twitch, link below, and you should totally join the Discord while you're at it. So, without further ado, I present part 1 of Dead Island 2 Fists Only Masochist Run. I hope you enjoy. So we start the run out as Amy, mainly because she's quicker, or mainly because my Twitch chat showed her. We fight our way through the plane crash, and we end up meeting a group of survivors with a few people that we meet. And this guy's even got blood coming out of his ears, but I don't really know if he does know he does, so...
I got blood coming out of my ears!
That'll be fine. So the three of us try to lift this thing off of this guy over here, but it's a lost cause. So the Emma girl decides to write her address on my arm, and they all run away. Unbeknownst to us, we find another person to get survivor, but this is our first zombie. And this will be also our first lick of combat. And oh my god, is it insufferable. We eventually fight him all off. Classic Hollywood, we get bit, end up killing the zombie. And this is where we get introduced to the title card. We fight our way through a bunch of zombies, and then we see LA on fire, just completely destroyed by this apocalypse, and title card. We wake up in an alley, and we have to put a battery into a thing, open a gate, and fight through this guy's mansion by putting holes through their heads, because that's all I can do. That's all I seem to do. Kill a guy in some bunker room to get a key to be able to get out, get to Emma's house where we are almost immediately shot. Guys, I'm fine. I said I'm fine. Please put the gun down. Maybe I'm not fine. Oh! Uh-oh. Well, hello? We immediately wake up to one of Emma's kinks while I'm being handcuffed to a goddamn treadmill. Michael takes too slow to open the door, and we watch a guy get killed, and we are thrown into our second thing of combat. Now this was a pain in my ass, because I was doing virtually no damage to them, and I had to kill like 30 of them. But I fought through, pushed through, and we made it. And then the guy from the first Dead Island, Sam B, just comes out of nowhere. Amazing character, he's who I always played in the first one. And, you know.
No, you do.
I'm immune!
Because we're always immune. We're the main character. We find out that there are people we can go to at the Halpern Hotel. But on the way there, I try to take a side quest, and we unfortunately take the first death of the run. First of many. Go back in to continue the side quest. We kill a bunch of walkers here. It's for the old man. And this guy is one of my favorite side characters just because he's goofy and silly. But we end up taking a second death because I was stupid. But my favorite part about this death is that zombie was breathing. Barely. That fucker had no goddamn health. We go back in, finally get in, and we start fighting again. Punching, throwing holes, throwing haymakers, and there's just a whole bunch coming through the house after he blew up his staircase. But I take another death. So that means we have to go through the whole thing again. So I fight through it all again, and this time I don't die. We kill his snob-nosed son. No, not son. Nephew. I think so. I don't know. But we have to wait for Curtis to get down, and he eventually tells us that he'll meet us over at Emma's. Good for me, I'm not doing any fucking escort missions this game. We make it to the Halpern Hotel, and this is where we take our fourth death, because I'm not paying attention. This is gonna be a long, long run, isn't it? We go back inside the Halpern Hotel, and we start fighting even more. And now, in the back, there's actually a whole pool full of acid for melting the bodies. And this is a really hard part. I was really scared for this because I was going to use this pool to kill a bunch of them, but half of them wearing hazmat suits, they don't get affected by the acid. So it was really, really annoying. We eventually get up to the room, find a key to get into that locked room, and I fall through the elevator and die. Yeah, I fucking fell through it because I wasn't paying attention. We get to the radio that was calling for us, and this is where we get the first boss fight. And I was actually terrified for this, because this is the Crusher. A stronger zombie with a AoE attack where they slam the ground. But in reality, it wasn't that bad. I used to die to this boss a whole bunch of times when I first got the game, but here, it was really easy. And it died a lot quicker than I thought it was going to because she does spawn in extra zombies that we have to go through and fight, but it ended up being a lot simpler and easy, and we finally got the final blow by actually slamming her cheek. So we head back to Emma's house, but this is where we get the side quest, Clickbait. And I want to warn you guys, watch the death counter, please. So this is Amy, an influencer, and she likes to record YouTube videos, kind of like what I'm doing right now. But what happens here, I can't even explain. Not one. Not two. Not even 3 deaths. But almost 11 whole deaths happen in one mission. I was so mad, but then thankfully the last guy got glitched out and started standing on this table, so I just landed a whole bunch of fists on his butt and he died. Pretty simple. We make it back to Emma's and we tell her our plan. We tell her that we are immune, we found authorities, and that they have a helicopter ready to escort us out of the mission. And this is where things start to get iffy between us because she is very, very annoying and she thinks she's all this. But then we find out that Michael left. That was her butler that tried to shoot us earlier and bash our head in. So we find out that he went back to his house and we have to make it there. But it's a little iffy because they don't actually know if he's going to be there. So we start heading there anyways, and we start laying out, but we're trapped in here. So we have to find keys to get through. And this place cleared it out of the military zombies, and we make it through. We get to Michael's house, die immediately because, you know, why wouldn't I? It's all I seem to be able to do. But then we find out that he's not here. He went to go be with Jesse. But Jesse is somewhere else. So we go find Jesse's house. But Jesse's not at her house, rather her father, who is wearing a jockstrap, a glittery purple jockstrap for that. So we have to clear out his house, we have to secure it by putting more batteries into things, killing zombies, and then he eventually lets us in, where we find out she, her daughter, went to go to a construction site. Why? You know, construction. So we find her there, and she tells us that Michael isn't even with her. Michael is over in Hollywood. Hollywood Studios, or Monarch Studios, the game calls it. So we go through here, we lay down a few zombies because we need to get another key to get inside here. We find the key inside of a, what are they called? Camper thing for the actors. So we get inside, and we finally meet more zombies. We use the area, lay down a zombie, because, you know, why not? And then we get hypnotized by that big blue door. And then we get stuck in an elevator, or behind an elevator, I should say, where we have to do a time-based mission where we have to kill all these zombies and wait for the elevator to open up for us. Because, you know, why wouldn't we? It's a zombie game. We get through and see a big-ass spider there. And Michael! Oh my gosh! We find Michael. But we find probably one of the grossest cutscenes in this game. Yuck. And this is where we're introduced to the Slobber. And I was also really scared for this fight because these guys have huge AoE attacks with acid, and you can't really get close to it. But once again, it went down with ease. I didn't die once during it. And we find out Michael came here for a fucking Emmy. Yeah, an Emmy reward. And some medicine, you know, only some. So we get out of Monarch Studios, but we get trapped in a water treatment plant, and we end up dying because I walked into a horde really stupidly. And then I die again because I get absolutely laid out. God. I do not get much happier because I get trapped by 3 firefighter zombies and die again.
I just need to, you know, dodge the zombies, dude.
This whole area was mad because I died again. I was not happy at all. But we eventually get through and meet up with Sam B and the other guy, Ronnie. And we're here because we found where guns are. We can finally get guns. But this is where we're also introduced to the 3rd boss type zombie, and where Ronnie is also absolutely laid out Jesus, the poor man is then eaten alive by screamers or whatever they're called. He does not survive at all. But once again, I was scared because this was a boss fight, but it went down with ease and I even almost died. Almost. I survived. So we go back inside and we talk to Sam B about what happened to Ronnie, and, you know, he's all, people don't survive unless you're immune. You know, I guess he's right. But this is also where we're introduced to our first gun. Oh, how I wish I could use this thing, because this next part was about to be hell on earth. Because see, what you're normally supposed to do is you go to the top window where you have a box of infinite ammo because the game wants you to get used to shooting guns. And what you do is you have a bunch of waves of zombies coming at you where you have to not let them inside, otherwise, you know, you die because that's where you're camping. But it wasn't that bad. I do die once because I don't even know what I was doing here. I was stupid and I caught fire. But after that, it was smooth as butter. It went really quickly and not as bad as I thought it was gonna be. I was really surprised because the game even threw a few boss type zombies at us, a slobber, a crusher, and another screamer, but once again, we took him down with ease. So we go back inside to talk to Sam B, and then we finally say, hey, let's head back to Emma's, we have the guns. Uh-oh, Michael's a zombie! Of course he got bit on his expedition. And you know, Emma being Emma, she gets pissed off that we killed Michael, and she sends us away. We get kicked out, and we are told not to come back. But Sam doesn't want us to go. Sam and Andrea tell us to stay here because they kind of need us to survive, but I tell them that the authorities are immune. They have everything they need, and we'll be able to help them. Authorities can't die, right? Well, that's the end of this. I hope you guys enjoyed this part of the video. And really quick, I want to give an amazing thank you to our sponsors over at Dubby. They are an amazing company here to rival G Fuel and GamerSupps and have some of the best tasting product I have had in a while. They have an amazing collab going on with Chainsaw Man right now. It's a really cool anime. You should watch it. But they've even got hats, hoodies, and air fresheners. It's an all amazing product and they're really good quality. And don't forget to use code BEEFWELLY for 10% off any of your orders. They're really good. I have them right now. This is what they sent me for the creator bundle. And it's really good. No bad aftertaste. Not many problems with it. It's really good. So with that being said, I really want to give a huge thank you to you guys for even watching this video because this took me forever to get out to you guys. I've been editing this video for almost 2 or 3 weeks now just because I procrastinate a lot, but I'm also in school. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this. So don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. I really do want to thank you guys so much for helping me through this, and I really hope I can continue doing this for you guys. Love you all. Have an amazing rest of your day.